welcome to the Artist Space. So today on our show we have an artist who is a storyteller in love with acting, filming and writing. I'm Emilie, I'm your host, and the Artist Space is very proud to welcome today for the very first time on our show, Miss Lee Marshall. Hi Lee. How are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you so much for coming.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. Are you ready to start?
Yes.
So today we're drinking tea, just to make it different. My guests are allowed to choose.
It's raining outside.
It's right. It's true, right?
You know, it's a good day for tea.
Yeah, it gets us in the right mood. And the guest is allowed to choose whatever they want to drink, so really happy about that. It's yogi tea. I love yogi tea. The little quotes. Okay, so are you ready to start?
Yes, I am.
So Lee, where were you born?
I was born in Victoria, BC.
Victoria, BC, Canada.
Yeah.
Where and when did your parents meet?
They met in Victoria, BC,
Okay.
In high school.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're still together.
Did they start dating in high school?
Yes, they did.
Oh, that's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been, what, a few... 20?
I can't give away how long they've been together because that would give away how old they are and how old I am.
So a couple of years.
Yeah, at least 10 years.
Where did you live as a child?
I grew up mostly in the Philippines.
Really?
In Manila, which is
Okay.
the capital of the Philippines, and yeah, it's a great country. I miss it a lot.
You miss it a lot. Why did you grow up over there?
Just my dad's job.
Oh, okay.
You know, when you're a kid, you don't.
You don't choose.
Yeah. You kind of go where they tell you to go.
So you had to move.
Yeah, I left after high school, but I loved my time there.
How long was that? 10 years?
Total 14 years.
14 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
What good memories do you keep from your childhood?
All of them. I had such a lucky, lovely childhood. But mostly spending a lot of time with my family. We were very close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember what were your interests as a kid?
Yeah, I always loved to act. I always loved the arts. I always loved writing. I loved creating and telling stories from a very young age.
Yeah. Do you remember your first memory of this?
I mean, one was when I wrote a menu and then I made my entire family pretend they were guests at my restaurant, which is sort of, maybe I should be a restaurateur, I don't know, but yeah, but it was still storytelling because I kind of forced them to be angry patrons of the restaurant. Or,
oh, really?
I created some sort of drama that I then resolved, yeah.
A real storyteller.
Yeah.
Did you like going to school? Why or why not?
Yes, I loved school. I loved learning. I still love learning things all the time. So yeah, it was an excuse to learn every day.
But when you were in the Philippines, the school that you were going to was English?
Yeah, I went to. It was an international school, but it was taught in English.
Can you speak the language of that place?
Konti lang.
Ah.
Little bit.
Little bit.
Yeah, but they speak a lot of English over there. So.
Okay, so you were not lost.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite subject in school? Do you remember?
English, I think. Literature. Not
to
not learning the language, but learning, reading about all the wonderful
writing.
books there are out there. Yeah.
Were you academically good?
Yes, I was a very strong student.
A+?
Yes.
How did your teenage years go? Were they horrible like the rest of us?
Yes and no. I did a lot of stuff, and in many ways I was very happy, but I was also very intense.
Okay.
Hence why I got the good grades, but it was also a little too intense sometimes. So I'm glad to not be a teenager anymore and to have mellowed a little bit.
And it's to go through this experience and move on.
And to come out on top, yeah.
What did you want to become when you were a kid? Do you remember?
An actor.
An actor?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? Maybe
a writer.
Okay.
For a while I thought I wanted to own a fashion boutique in
Okay.
New York. But that was just more because it sounds cool, but it wasn't really.
It does sound really cool.
Yeah, doesn't it?
I have a shop in New York.
Yeah, but I don't.
And did you become what you thought you would become? Why not? Are you?
Yes and no. I am pursuing many of the dreams I've had since I was really small.
Okay.
But maybe I'm not as far as I thought I would be pursuing those dreams.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're in the right direction.
Yeah, I think I'm on the right path now.
What do you do for a living now?
My bread and butter is writing and editing.
Okay.
So not necessarily creative stuff, but just
For
the
a
whole
company,
spectrum. Yeah, corporate work as well as some more journalism
And
yeah.
you get to work from home?
Sometimes, and sometimes I go into an office, depending on what contracts I have.
And where do you live now?
In Montreal.
In Montreal, beautiful Montreal. Do you plan on leaving Montreal?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I've been here for, no, I'm not leaving.
But your parents are not here, right? They're still in BC.
Yeah, they're on the other side of Canada. which sucks, but, you know, I came here right after high school, and all of my adult friends are here, and I have a very strong community of people here, so that's where I want to be.
Do you get to visit them a lot?
My family?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I go as much as I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Vancouver, Montreal is kind of expensive now.
It's really expensive, but, you know, you make it work. And
Yeah, I know you can when you have to.
yeah.
Do you, if ever you would leave Montreal, where would you go?
Like, you mean to live somewhere
Yeah.
else? Oh, I would love to maybe one day try living in New York, but I also think maybe I'd hate it. I kind of like that Montreal is a smaller city that still has a lot to offer,
Yeah.
whereas I feel like New York could get
Huge,
very
yeah.
overwhelming and stressful. I like the quiet.
Yeah, or maybe you get to live there for like a little while and then come back.
Yeah, or like, yeah, have a brownstone there and have a condo here.
Okay, that's how
You know. Yeah.
Did you go to university?
Yes.
Where did you go?
I went to McGill.
Okay. Oh, you know.
Yeah, and I also went to Ryerson. So
Okay.
yeah, I've done a lot of school. I've done a lot of school.
And what was was it a bachelor degree?
Yeah, I did my bachelor's at McGill and my master's at Ryerson.
Okay. Oh, you did a master.
Mhm.
Do you think that one day you might do a PhD?
Mhm. Yes, I might.
How do you feel about being an artist? First of all, do you call yourself an artist?
It's hard for me to call myself an artist, especially because a lot of people think of an artist as someone who paints.
Yeah, true.
Or, you know, does something visual art.
I agree with that. Yeah.
But I don't, so I'm the worst drawer in the world. So it's hard for me to say artist. Normally I'll say storyteller, which sounds actually very pretentious sometimes, but I come from a little bit of a journalism background and journalism training, so I think there's a lot of similarities between journalism and creative writing and acting. It's all about telling a story, and there's so many ways you can do it. So.
Oh, for sure. But no, you're right about the artist. The first thing that you think is the painter.
Yeah. Storyteller is a little bit more generic, but it sounds like really snobby, so I don't know.
When did your passion for acting start? Do you remember? Like maybe the event or the day that you like, okay, this is what I want to do.
I don't know. I always loved it. I remember when I was in preschool, they were auditioning for
Preschool.
Yeah, they were doing Sleeping Beauty for some Christmas thing. And I remember that I didn't want to be Sleeping Beauty because I didn't like the guy who was going to be the prince. Like, I didn't want him to kiss me. But ever since then, I was like, oh. But then I was jealous of Sleeping Beauty that she got to be the star. So, yeah, I always liked acting.
That was the first time.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I should have just
That's
let
the
him
role
kiss
I
me.
wanted.
Yeah, yeah.
But you said kindergarten, right?
Preschool. That was preschool.
That's, yeah, you're kind of young.
I was very young. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little dramatic, so it makes sense. Yeah.
When and where did you realize that you wanted to be an actor? Like, so you talked about this play, but what about a little bit later, like when you were like older than that?
Older, it's been an ongoing struggle. I think it's really been only in the past year, or even 6 months, that I've sort of started to take myself seriously and take that dream more seriously and decide to devote more time to it rather than trying to balance a lot of other ideas of what I'm going to do.
Do you feel that once you take yourself more seriously, that others around you do the same thing? They take you more seriously?
Yes, definitely. Although I shouldn't sell anyone short because I think I didn't even give them a chance to take to take me seriously. I would kind of keep my acting separate from my job or other things that I was doing. I kind of had two groups: my acting friends and then everyone else. Yeah, who I love, but you know, I kept it separate.
And how did your acting career start? Like, let's say that you would maybe get officially paid for this, so that you were like, because you talked about 6 months ago and to a year.
Yeah, well, the first time I was ever paid to do acting was for a short film in Montreal 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay.
I'm not so good with my dates, but yeah, and it was just a really interesting little piece involving puppets, and we shot it in a studio, but it wasn't like creepy puppets. It was cool. It was the coolest part was like getting a $200 check at the end of the day. It was just, you know, good
getting
way to
paid
start.
for what you love.
Yeah, it was fun, and I got to wear like a fur coat, and it was a fun day.
Rumor has it that actors always need to look good and fit. Do you agree with this? First of all, do you have a workout schedule, a diet plan, or?
I do work out.
It's okay.
But I don't think that you have to look any certain way to be an actor. Like, there's all sorts of people in the world, and there should be all sorts of actors in the world, because those actors need to look like the beautiful spectrum that is humanity, so every color, size, shape, whatever. That being said, it's good to be in touch with your body and know how you move and be able to adapt that to characters. So
and to feel comfortable.
Yeah, and to feel comfortable with who you are.
Is it for you? Is it important to continue working out and eating well?
I mean, we'll see how long I can stick with it. I think I oscillate between extremes of healthy living and then kind of letting it all go and eating lots of ice cream. So yeah.
But it helps you to connect, like you said, to connect to your body and feel more comfortable. Do you think it is important to have a supportive community, friends in the same domain, or friends in the same that have the same passion as you?
It's the community of actors that I know in Montreal is so supportive and so wonderful. But I think it's also good to not stay isolated. Like I'm learning now that it's a much healthier and happier way to live to kind of share the two sides of my life, like my acting community and my other friends who don't do acting but who are creative in all sorts of other ways.
And so respect that you're acting.
Yeah, and the more creative people you have, the more energy there is for different kinds of creations. So
for sure.
Yeah.
And where do you think that you would be if you had, let's say, no friends in that domain, no one supporting you? Would you still continue doing it?
I don't know. I probably would still try. I don't know how successful I would be. Okay. But yeah, I think...
but you wouldn't give up?
No, I mean, I haven't really given up my whole life. I kind of go through different periods of different levels of commitment, but it's always been something I always thought about, so...
Okay. Yeah. How did you develop your acting process? Do you have an acting process and how it's going?
Well, one of the first ways I learned to act was through improv.
Okay.
So that's kind of always been the foundation of my acting training. I didn't go to university for acting. I studied a bunch of other things, but yeah, now I just try to keep current with my studio and just doing it as much as you can. That's really the best way to learn.
And where did you take those improv classes?
Oh, that was when I was really young. That was how I did.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
And when did you develop confidence in your ability? Like, do you think that you're a little bit more confident now?
I don't think I'll ever be 100% confident because then, like, you become arrogant. And,
I agree.
And then you start to suck. I think a little bit of insecurity makes everyone better at what they do because they want to keep striving to improve. So I don't know if I'm confident, but I am committed to giving it a shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you feel like you've gotten better the past few months, the past few years, right?
Yes.
Okay, that
I hope so.
You have an evolution going on.
Yeah, I think it's been like very gradually.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely, we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
How difficult do you think it is to get into this industry, the acting world?
Oh, it's hard if you want to get in and you're waiting for someone to pick you. You're like the last kid in gym class. Me. But if you create your own stuff, hopefully the process happens quicker.
Okay. Yeah, it's true. How does it feel when you think that you've got the character? So let's say you've been acting for a little while now, and especially in our acting classes. When you have the character, how do you feel? Does it make you feel any different?
Well, it depends on the character.
Okay.
Sometimes, yeah, you always feel a little bit different. But it depends. Like, some characters are really creepy, and then you kind of feel creepy. But other characters are a little bit closer to who I am in real life. Well, maybe I'm creepy, I don't know. Anyway, you do feel a little different. I feel like there's a different energy of another inside of me. Yeah.
And when you got the character, how long does it take for you to shake it off?
Again, depends on the character.
Okay.
I had to do like a psychopathic role recently, like a sociopath. That was from Girl Interrupted.
Yes, I saw that. She's really good.
But that was like really hard to shake off because I felt bad, like being so mean and. Playing a sociopath is a little...
It was a really good scene, though.
Oh, thank you.
It was but you did a good job. But even, I think the next day I went on YouTube to watch the entire scene.
Really?
Yeah, it's true.
It's a great movie. Angelina Jolie is amazing.
I think I need to watch it again.
Yeah.
I like her character the most.
Yeah, she's wonderful.
She's
scary, but the acting is wonderful.
Yeah. No, and it's a good... That's when she actually started, in a sense, that's really...
Yeah, she won an Oscar for that, I think. So, yeah, it was
and
kind of like her launching point.
Supporting roles. She was not the main actress.
No, right? Winona Ryder was, yeah.
So, it was really good.
Yeah.
Did you go to any acting school or acting classes?
Well, I take class now at Strayon.
Yeah.
And I love it there. That's all I'm taking right now. Sometimes I'll take workshops and, I did a lot of improv as a younger person, but no theater school for me. It could have been fun, but I went a different route at the time.
And so have you only take straight on, I mean, you've never been, you said like little workshops of act, but...
Other than that, I mean, I know it's just high school, but my high school theater program was very serious and very good, and my teacher there was one of the best I've ever had, if not the best I've ever had. And she was the one who sort of founded everything in improv.
Okay.
We would read a scene the way it was written, and then we would kind of improv it, so that you really got to the root of the scene without worrying so much about the words, which actually resonates with the way
with Triana right now.
Yeah, my current studio. So there's a lot of similarities in that approach.
Will you continue to do acting school or classes for a long time, or would you stop eventually, take a break, or?
Oh, I don't think I'll ever. Well, money permitting,
yeah.
I will never stop. Yeah, it's like. Yeah, I love it. It's so fun. And it's different, and it's acting without the stress of auditioning or impressing anyone. You just get, it's guaranteed.
It's for you.
You get a scene every week for your acting class, and you get to try and do your best. So yeah, I'll do it as long as my wallet allows me to.
Hopefully for a long time.
Yeah.
Do you think artists are doomed to always struggle their way through life? Or are we more considered messed up or crazy? Do you think that?
No, we're not doomed. I mean, it's not necessarily an easy route for everyone. Deciding to pursue that dream is hard, and then the actual reality of struggling to make ends meet can be hard, but it would be harder to not follow that passion, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And what would your life look like without acting in your life, or without any kind of art? Because you write too, right? So.
Yeah, it would be pretty empty, because it's just always been a part of who I am. Even if I'm taking a little bit of a breather, it's so ingrained in
it's still there.
My life. So yeah,
it would be different.
It would be it would be empty.
What else would you think you would do?
Oh, well, I'd probably be singing more.
Oh, you sing too.
If I wasn't acting, I would
do it
spend
all.
more time singing. I don't know about it. I try to do it all. I don't know how good I am.
Do you ever feel that your passion should just be a hobby and not a full-time job?
Oh yeah, I thought that for many years, but I'm trying not to think that anymore, and I'm going to be making it a full-time job in the new year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Full-time, no looking back, for now.
For now.
For now. Do you think that actors should have a higher social status, be treated differently in society?
No, of course not.
So celebrities, like...
Well, I mean, of course I have my fair share of love for celebrities, but...
We all do.
I don't think they're any better than anyone else. Maybe better than me, but definitely not anyone else.
Going with that question, are artists' jobs more important than other people's jobs?
No.
No.
No, I mean, everyone plays a part in society. Yeah. I need a doctor, just like the doctor needs to go watch a movie once in a while to enjoy their life, and, you know.
Yeah, so everybody is important in the one time.
Yeah.
And going back to a bit of celebrity, what's your opinion on reality TV?
I love reality TV.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh.
But
I think you're the first one to say that.
Yeah, everyone else is lying. But I like...
yeah, what'd you watch?
I like the ones that are more about creation. So I love Project Runway or MasterChef, where it's really like... It's kind of like watching an artist's work, where fashion designers make their work, or chefs, which I think is another kind of art, craft these delicious meals. So, yeah, that's...
So those are more, though, like, contests, but if we talk about, like, keeping it up with the Kardashians, that kind of reality TV that you would watch?
I won't hate on the Kardashians, but I mostly watch it if my friend wants to watch it with me. Yeah. I'll blame it on my friend.
We all do that,
her fault.
Of course. What do you think about how this industry portrays women?
It's not great.
Okay.
There's, I feel like there's not as many opportunities or a variety of roles available for women to play. You're either like the virgin or the mother or the crone, you know. Those are like the stereotypical roles from Greek times, and there's a lot of really wonderful, powerful, intelligent women trying to make things different, but it surprises me how slowly things are changing.
But do you feel it's changing?
I think it's trying to change.
It's trying to change.
I think a lot of the time it looks like it's changing, but behind the scenes, the people who have real power in the movie industry are still mostly men. If you look at the production houses and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway. If you get the gig of your life, who's the first person you would tell and why?
My boyfriend, he's been very supportive of all of my dreams, so he would be the first one to know.
And who else would you tell after that? Parents?
My parents? I don't know. I'm so boring. I would call my mom.
And what would be the gig of your life? Like the one that you would love to have? Any role?
It will never happen because I don't have I don't really have her figure or anything, but Audrey Hepburn. I just love her.
Oh,
I just think.
No. Oh yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, she's
who knows? Maybe if you come on this show, like I'm like a genie and I can grant your wish.
Yeah, will you? That would be.
Because a lot of people have been talking about what they want out of life and those gigs that they want. I'm like, who knows? Maybe come here.
Snap your fingers.
You know what
rub
they say.
a magic lantern.
Throw it out there, and you never know.
Yeah.
You never know when it's gonna come back. What do you really want to achieve in your acting career?
I don't want to think of it so much of a career. I just want to think of it as a life, a journey. It sounds so like mumbo jumbo, but yeah, I want to also explore creating behind the camera more from a movie standpoint rather than only my journalism background. So,
but you're doing really good because I saw you on behind the camera on the set, and I was like, yeah, you're doing good.
Oh,
the camera and all.
Yeah, it's fun. I love it, and I love also like piecing all the bits together later in the editing room. So I think what I see for my career going forward in as an artist would be just creating as much as I can, and maybe have a feature under my name as a director in the next 5 years. Yeah.
Oh, it would be great.
Yeah.
What's the biggest mistake that you've made as an actor yet? Maybe it hasn't happened yet?
No, I think the biggest mistake I made was waiting and taking too many hiatuses.
Okay.
Yeah. And thinking and not believing in it from an earlier age of this is what you want to do. Don't worry so much about a plan B at this point,
Just do it.
Yeah.
And what kind of advice would you give to new actors, to new people that would come in that industry?
Don't wait. Don't wait, and don't wait for someone to pick you. Like if you wanna be an actor, do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, make it.
Just do it. Yeah. So we talked about you writing. What kind of projects do you write about?
Yeah. So coming from the journalism background, I started more like culture, lifestyle writing. I write a lot of film reviews actually.
Okay.
But right now I'm working on some screenplays, and for many years I wrote a lot creatively. So I'm hoping to write a novel by the end of the year and finish a couple screenplays.
Oh, that would be
by
nice.
the end of next year. Oh, wow, setting myself up for failure. Not the end of 2015, the end of 2016.
So you have about a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have like about a month
to
finish this one.
I bet I have to go now and finish that novel that I'm writing.
What inspired you to write?
Oh, I don't know. I think reading. I think I was a little bit of a bookworm as a kid, and that's really what made me want to write. I wanted to do the same thing.
Okay. And what's the first thing that you've ever written?
Other than that menu.
Did you still have it?
Yeah, I think my mom, she keeps everything. Well, she keeps everything that's worth keeping.
Yeah.
I think one of the first, legitimate things I wrote was like a sequel to a book that I really loved, which of course I forget the name of. But it was,
Then you can send it to them and be like, hey.
They did. My English teacher sent it to the author. It was Karen Cushman. She's a quite well-known author, but I can't remember what sequel.
The book was,
Yeah, because she's written a couple of books that I loved.
Okay.
And my English teacher sent it to her, and then she wrote back on with pen on our paper that had her, from the desk of Karen Cushman. Yeah.
What'd she say?
She said I should keep writing.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
And you kept that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's precious.
That.
When did your passion for writing begin? So you talked about your menus, but
at a very young age. I think I was lucky. My dad had a laptop from work that got phased out, like it was an old one, and he got an updated one. So he gave me his old laptop, and that would have been middle school, and so I just would write. A lot of the weekends. I still had a life. I still did things, but I always made time to sit in front of my laptop and write. So from as young as middle school, I would just go in there.
Just write.
Yeah.
What do you usually write about?
I like to write about real people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see, because you've been writing scripts, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what are your stories about?
They're about real people and about families. I love family dramas. You know.
Have you seen the movie The Family Stone? It's around Christmas time.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Those are nice stories.
See, for me, like, if you watch Parenthood, that TV show, that kind of stuff is like, just pulls my heartstrings. So that's the kind of stuff I like to write about. Love and family and things that everyone can relate to no matter who you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you want to accomplish as a writer?
Well, I would love to really follow through on my goals for this coming year. I'm setting big
The
goals.
novel?
Yeah, and I also want to finish the screenplay that I'm working on and hopefully shoot it in the spring or the summer.
It's good. Will you be acting in it?
Originally I wanted to, and I still do, but depending on how much help I can get for directing and camera work, it may be that I have to step in and take that role. It's a lot easier to find actors, I find, than especially actors who work for free than crew that will work for free.
Yeah, that's a bit harder.
I get it.
We do.
I get it.
We do. As you can see, I have a lot of people working behind the camera.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Name 3 words that describe you well. So who's Lee Marshall?
Oh, I am reliable.
Okay.
Thoughtful, and I think I'm pretty genuinely enthusiastic. Yeah.
I agree. Why those 3 words?
I don't know, I just like to, sometimes I'm a bit of a brat and get a little egocentric, as we all do, but I love people and I like helping out, so.
And reliable is that we can count on you.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I kind of pride myself in that. Like, if I say I'm gonna do something,
you'll do it.
I'll do it, especially if it's a promise to someone else. Like, I hate letting people down.
I understand.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in 20 years?
Oh, 20 years. I hope I have at least 1 kid.
Okay.
But I also hope I have a couple films under my belt as a filmmaker, but also as an actor. And I just want to be happy. Like, I think if I'm still on this path, no matter how successful I've been on it, I think I'll be happy.
And what would be your biggest dream? The biggest of them all?
To win an Oscar. Yeah.
Join the club.
Yeah, I know. Us and everyone else in the world.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Tough competition. Yeah.
Very tough. Well, I mean, if we're nominated at the same time, I'll be happy if you win.
I would. Will you mention me in your acceptance speech?
Yes. Lee, I'm sharing this with you.
Before you trip on the stairs, do a Jennifer
Fall
Lawrence.
down, yes. All those
beautifully stand up.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a conspiracy theory going around that she actually, like, stages her falls, but I'm not sure.
Could be.
I've read.
Those were amazing pictures.
I know, she looks so effortlessly, like, gorgeous while she's, like, on the ground.
Because that's how I look when I fall.
I don't look like that when I fall down.
At all. What can I wish you for the rest of your journey?
Good luck.
Good luck?
Yeah. Good luck.
But
I feel like I'll see you again soon.
Of course.
Yeah.
This is not the end.
This is not the end of the road.
This is very nice. Obviously, we're at the Oscars at the same time. So
right.
For
so
sure.
at the very least, we will reconnect at the Oscars.
Of course.
Yeah.
But no, that's not the first time I see it. But apart from luck, anything else?
I don't know. I'm not a religious person, but I think in this industry you have to have faith. So.
Faith in you.
Or just faith in myself. To just keep at it.
Yeah. Well then, this is what I wish for you.
Thank you.
Very good luck, and just keep having faith. Telling you, maybe this is a lucky place, and maybe I'm sure it will.
I hope so.
I will see you.
Yeah.
Big. Either behind the camera or in front, whatever your heart wants. But I wish that for you for the rest of your journey.
Thank you.
I wish to see all your movies and all that you're gonna make later on. You're doing a great job. Thank you. Well, this is it. It's all the questions that we had today for you. Mm-hmm. How was it?
It was fun.
It was fun?
Did I get A+?
You do. Those are all very good. I mean, they're all very good answers, and I think it's really interesting. I love how to see all the people, like all the connections that we have and the passion that we share for our art, no matter what it is. Mm-hmm. But no, I'm really happy. I think you did a really good job.
Maybe one day the tables will be turned and I'll be interviewing
Maybe.
you.
Maybe. Maybe when you're going to be like big and famous. Well, guys, this is it. This was Lee Marshall. Do you have a YouTube channel, maybe, or a Facebook page or a group or something that we can check where you're at?
It's coming soon.
Coming soon. Website?
Yeah.
Okay, so very soon you'll see more of Lee Marshall. Please just keep on sharing, commenting, and liking our posts and videos. Help us support local Montreal talent here on the show, and just keep on watching us. Bye.